The perfect commuter.
Let's go!
The perfect commuter wheel does not exist. Why will you always compromise on range, speed, or weight? Everyone is searching for this magical unicorn of a device. They want something that flies like a rocket ship, lasts for 1,000 miles, and is light enough to carry with one pinky finger. I am telling you right now, it is AI. The math does not check out. The physics will slap you right in the face every single time you try to argue with it. You see, I spent a lot of time on the pavement. I know exactly how this game goes. You start looking at these machines online and you see the shiny pictures. You think you are about to buy freedom, but then you open up the online forums. You start reading what the actual people are saying. Real people who are stuck on the side of the road with sore feet and broken dreams. First big trap, weight versus the range. This is where the battery pack destroys all your hopes. You want a machine that can go 50 miles without a sweat. You do not want to be that person stranded at a grocery store looking for an electrical outlet behind a vending machine, so you buy the big monster. Now you have a machine that weighs 100 pounds. 100 pounds? That is not a commuter vehicle. That is a whole extra human being that you are dragging around. Imagine you get to your destination. You are at your job or your favorite coffee shop. Now you have to lift this massive chunk of metal and lithium up 3 flights of stairs because the elevator is broken. You are sweating. Your back is popping. You look like you are auditioning for a world's strongest man competition just to get into an office building. People are staring at you like you are trying to steal a safe. That is the compromise. You got your range, but now you need a chiropractor. So then you get smart. You say to yourself, I am done with the heavy lifting. I am going to buy something tiny. Something light like a NOSFET Aeon. You buy a little wheel that weighs 70 pounds. You feel like a genius. You are tossing it in the back of the car with one hand. You are walking into shops like you are holding a briefcase. But then you get out on the actual road. You hit the main boulevard where the speed limit is 55 miles per hour. Suddenly you realize your tiny little plastic briefcase tops out at 40 miles per hour. 40 miles per hour feels like you are walking backward when a city bus is breathing down your neck. You are vibrating like a cheap smartphone. The motor is screaming beneath your feet. You are praying to God that the battery does not just quit on you. The online threads are full of people crying about this exact thing. They hit a small bump while going top speed on a small wheel and the motor just says enough. The machine cannot handle the stress. It cuts power completely. Next thing you know, you are doing an impression of a Superman flight across the asphalt. Your skin is leaving a trail on the ground. Your fancy clothes are ruined. All because you wanted a lightweight machine. Then you have the speed demons. These are the people who do not care about weight or range. They just want to go fast. They want to pass the sports cars. They buy the high voltage racing machines. 60 miles per hour on one wheel. Think about that for a second. That is pure madness. You are riding on a single tire wearing enough body armor to fight in a medieval war. You look like a futuristic knight just to go grab some lunch. But here is the secret about the speed machines. If you ride them like a maniac, that massive battery drains in about 20 minutes. You go fast, but you do not go far. You spend 3 hours charging the thing just to ride for 30 minutes. And heaven forbid you get a flat tire on one of these high-tech monsters. Have you ever seen someone try to change a tire on a premium racing wheel? It looks like an emergency room surgery. You have to take apart 50 different screws, disconnect high voltage wires, and deal with motor covers that do not want to budge. People spend their entire weekend in the garage crying over a tiny piece of glass in their tire. The internet is full of abandoned project wheels sitting in pieces on grease towels. That is the holy trinity of frustration. If it is fast and has long range, it is heavy enough to crush your toes. If it is light and easy to carry, it is slow and will leave you stranded. If it is fast and light, the battery will die before you even get to the end of your street. You cannot win. You just have to pick which flavor of struggle you are willing to tolerate. Are you willing to get a workout every time you carry it inside? Are you okay with being passed by teenagers on electric bicycles? Or do you want to spend your life staring at a battery charger indicator light? Stop looking for the perfect machine. It does not exist. Just buy the one that gives you the specific type of headache you are most comfortable dealing with every day. And the psychological damage of this whole situation, because the struggle does not stop at the spec sheet. You have to actually live with this thing. Think about the suspension systems. Everybody online is arguing about suspension. They say you have to have a smooth ride or your knees will turn into powder by the time you are 40. So you listen to the internet experts. You go out and buy a machine with full air shocks. Now you feel like you are riding on a cloud. You are gliding over potholes like they are nothing. But nobody told you that suspension systems require actual maintenance. They do not tell you that you need a special high-pressure pump just to keep the air inside. Suddenly you are on your way to a very important meeting and you notice the machine is riding low. It feels mushy. The suspension leaked out overnight. Now every time you hit a dip in the sidewalk, the metal frame bottoms out with a loud bang that sounds like a gunshot. People on the street are jumping out of their skin thinking a bank robbery is happening. You are bobbing up and down like a lowrider car in a music video just trying to cross the street. Your smooth ride has turned into a circus act. And the ergonomics, the way these things actually fit against your legs. The manufacturers love to put these thick, hard foam pads on the sides. They call them pads. They say they help you accelerate and brake with maximum efficiency. What they do not tell you is that if you do not position them perfectly, they will bruise your shins until you look like you have been kicked by a mule. You walk into the office limping. Your coworkers are asking you if you are okay, if everything is all right at home. You have to look them in the eye and explain that you got beat up by a motorized unicycle. There is no dignity in that. You have the people who try to customize their pads to fix the problem. They go online and buy aftermarket leather customization pieces. They spend hundreds of dollars on specialized Velcro. They are in their living room at 2 o'clock in the morning cutting foam with kitchen knives trying to make the machine fit their calves.
Your living room looks like an arts and crafts factory exploded.
There's black foam dust in your carpet that will never come out. Your vacuum cleaner is choked to death on industrial Velcro fibers. All of this just so you can stand on a platform without crying. That is not commuting. That is a toxic relationship with an appliance. Let us look at the weather aspect of this whole equation. The advertisements always show some beautiful person riding through a perfect sunny city with a nice breeze blowing through their hair. They never show you what happens when a sudden summer storm hits. They never show you the terror of watching water splash up toward your main circuit board. You start remembering all those comments on the internet about waterproofing. You remember the guys who said their machines caught on fire because a single drop of rain bypassed a cheap rubber seal. Suddenly, every puddle looks like a swimming pool full of gasoline. You are riding at 5 miles per hour, sweating through your shirt, terrified that your expensive toy is about to turn into a firework between your ankles. You see a tiny dark cloud in the sky and you start speeding up, pushing the motor to its absolute limit, which brings you right back to the cutting out problem. Now you are playing Russian roulette with the pavement because you are scared of a drizzle. And what about the charging situation at the office? You finally make it to work after surviving the traffic, the potholes, and the rain. Your battery's at 10%. You plug that massive, heavy brick-sized charger into the wall beneath your desk. Within 5 minutes, the cooling fan inside the charger kicks on. It sounds like a jet engine taking off right under your computer. It is whistling and blowing hot air onto your ankles. Your boss walks by and asks why your cubicle sounds like a server room. You have to explain that you are harvesting electricity like a mad scientist just so you can make it home for dinner. You are sitting there all day praying that the building circuit breaker does not trip because your machine draws more power than a commercial refrigerator. If you decide to avoid the heavy charger and buy a slow one, then you are stuck at the office until 8 o'clock at night waiting for the green light to turn on. Your friends are out having fun, your dinner is getting cold, and you are trapped in an empty building staring at a little red glowing dot on a plastic box. You are a prisoner to a battery cell percentage meter. That is why the dream is dead. There is no ultimate victory here. You are either going to have sore arms, slow commutes, or a broken bank account. You just have to accept the madness. Stop searching for the golden ticket. Embrace the compromise, wear your helmet, and accept that you are going to be frustrated no matter what choice you make. Thanks for watching.